Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, north node, Venus, even, cross watchers. We're going to pull a message for you for December 2020. Some of you will find resonance at another time. Some of you will just find the message at another time, and it will bring you back to December 2020 when things I hear were instigated. So, however it plays out for you, the reason why that might happen is because this channel has an intention of timeless readings, but this video for the majority of the viewers is December 2020 energies, or will relate you back if you find it at a later date and time. Below the video is a lot of important information that you should take a moment to consider. What is the most important message for Scorpio viewers at this time, the viewers of the Scorpio video? What is the most important message for the viewer at this time? We're beginning your reading with my custom Words of Clarity deck, the mini version. And it's Epiphany. So, new awareness coming in with a bit of a jolt, is what I hear, with a bit of a jolt. So, when Epiphany happens, it can be a little bit jolting. The bottom of the deck is intense. So there's been some intense energy, and you will receive greater clarity about it coming up for you, December 2020. Let's see what the OG Words of Clarity has to offer. What is the most important message for the viewer, please? What is the most important message for our viewer, please? Thank you. The word that showed up for you is requirement. Requirement. So something about a requirement coming up important for you, December 2020. I feel the energy of realizing what's required of you or why something is required. Let's go ahead and see what's at the bottom of the deck. Is angel number 6. Service to others, grace and gratitude, responsibility, care, home and family, nurturing, reliability, domesticity, and business solutions. So, angel number 6 showing up. Let's go ahead and look at the download, which is another custom creation of mine, just to see what is the energy of the experience for our viewer, please. What is the energy of this experience for our viewer? Thank you. It says, if you want me, there is no amount of time or space that will be able to keep you from me. Since I want you, nothing can keep me from you. Okay. So this is about some sort of connection where there's a very strong desire. And I feel like in this energy, there's a realizing of what's required to accomplish the connection, to have the connection be fulfilled for you. So the Tattoo Tarot deck, I was just asking which of these many beautiful tarot decks that are in front of me should we use for the Scorpio reading, and I got the Tattoo Tarot. So give me just a moment, and I'm going to pull this deck out. And let's see. What are the most important messages for Scorpio for December 2020, please, and thank you. What is the most important message for December 2020 for Scorpio viewer, whether it's a sun, moon, rising, north node, Venus, or they're cross-watching? And, you know, the energies are interchangeable, so if the way I'm telling it, it needs to be flipped. You always follow your own intuition before you follow any reader or any outside information. Okay. So what are the most important messages for Scorpio, please? For December 2020, what is your experience in their life that you want to talk about? I'm hearing at a distance. So I don't know, or no, it's from a distance, whatever. There's a song from Bette Midler, and it's called From a Distance. So maybe the lyrics to that are important for you. Maybe that's a song that you really like. But more important than that, because of this download oracle message that we have for you, I feel like you're feeling very distant from somebody, whether that's literally in the physical 3D, emotionally, or mentally, or spiritually. So let's see what's going on in Scorpio's energy. Whoa, the Ace of Swords and the Lovers flying out together. I hope you caught that. Ace of Swords and the Lovers. So, an important decision to be made, a choice in love. Somebody is dealing with the Gemini energy here. Ace of Swords and the Lovers coming out together. So somebody could be telling you how much they love you, how connected they feel to you, they feel drawn to you, that the universe has put you to be together. And somebody is here making plans to come together physically with you in union. This is something they've dreamed about. This is something that they've desired for a long time. And somebody is making some changes in order to connect. Whether it's you or them, somebody else needs to be removed from the situation in order to connect. So, important decision being made. Show me more. What is the December 2020 energies for our viewer, please? December 2020 for our viewer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Scorpio energies. What else do you have? We have 3 cards coming out. The Knight of Wands upright, the Fool upright, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody was here, I'm hearing testing the waters before actually making a break. Maybe giving it a chance to see, would a change come into play and take a grounded effect? Would it take a real... So somebody's making a decision about, I feel like, about a Gemini person or a lover. I do get strong Gemini energy. The Queen of Swords is here in reverse. And they're looking to see, there's an observation here about moving forward with this person. Looking to see if the changes are tangible, if they're real, if they're lasting. So this tells me that somebody is saying that they've changed and they're doing what they can to try to connect with you and match you, come to the place that you are. I feel more intellectually or spiritually, vibrationally, even with swords, I get a strong energy of vibration. So vibrationally trying to raise our vibration to come closer to where you're at. So this person in the past was very bitter, very hurt, very scorned. And they've had some struggles in letting go of the bitterness, of the pain of the past. But there's a claim that's been made that says, I can change, I will change, and I have already changed. So let's see, show me the person that is on the other side of the table here, please. Show me the other person in this experience. Because I do feel like we're talking about another person in this experience. Show me the other person in this experience, please. Thank you. They're giving me these 3 cards. The Magician, the Hierophant, and the Hangman in reverse. All of them in reverse. So, there has been a breakthrough with the other party. Okay. Now, what they've realized is that manipulation doesn't work. They've got to do things the right way. They're starting to see things differently. They didn't believe in long-term commitment. They didn't believe in fidelity. The word fidelity comes up. The person could have very much come off as very tricky and difficult because they had very little respect for tradition, for authority, for spiritual matters. But this Hangman in reverse at the end is the epiphany. Somebody is having an epiphany about these things. Somebody is realizing, I hear, the error of their ways, and they're going to do whatever is required to try to right the situation. What does this person want in this connection with our viewer? What does this person really want in the connection with our viewer, please? So some of you are dealing with a situation between a Gemini and a Taurus. Some of you are making a choice between a Gemini and a Taurus. You have both options on the table because somebody had a choice, had to let go of one to get the other. But I do feel like somebody here had fear of commitment. And again, their coldness and their hardness in the past was something that they had to learn about. What does this person want? The Ten of Wands in reverse. What they want is to continue forward with you. They don't want things to change. They don't want an ending. Okay, what is this person actually going to do? What actions will this person take? The Wheel of Fortune. They're willing to close down their old cycles, their old behaviors. They're going to change their behaviors. They actually are making big changes. Wheel of Fortune, they're changing their destiny. They're changing their fate. They're accepting that this connection is destined, and they're willing to work with it. The Wheel of Fortune is upright because they don't want this connection to end. They want this connection to continue. So the old ways are dying. They're accepting that this is a spiritual connection that's been brought together for a purpose. And they're going to make changes quickly and swiftly. Okay, let's see what else we need to know about this person emotionally towards the viewer. Temperance in reverse. There's the energy of can't wait. Can't wait. Just can't wait. But they're feeling the separation. They're feeling that you have detached on somewhat levels. They can feel your detachment. Okay. What is Source calling forward from this person for you? The Knight of Cups and the Eight of Wands in reverse. They're being called to stop moving so much, stop trying so hard in the physical, and rather to offer their cup of love. That's what yeah. The Eight of Wands is giving me an energy of being very busy physically, a lot to do, a lot of activity. So this person trying to take you here, trying to take you there, buy you this, buy you that, provide this, provide that. Oh, let me do this for you. Let me do that for you. But Spirit is saying it would be better if you would focus on the love and giving your love. And so by creating intimate moments, not necessarily sexual, but intimate moments of vulnerability, being open emotionally and sharing what's really going on inside. Because in the past, this one did not so much share what was going on inside. They did not know how. So what is it? How can my viewer, first off, let me see, what does my viewer desire in this situation? What does the viewer really want in this situation? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Coins in reverse. So it's interesting because you really have pulled back your energy. That's why they're feeling that dissonance. You don't want to invest in this. You really don't want to invest in this. Why is my Queen of Coins here in reverse? Why is my viewer not interested in investing in this? Because the Four of Wands in reverse, there's a feeling that this isn't going anywhere. And I also feel more interested in spiritual pursuits. You're being guided towards something different. Okay. What does Source want my viewer to know, though, about this situation that they have not already considered? Since Epiphany is on the table and requirements on the table, what does the source want our viewer to know about the situation that they haven't already considered, or that hasn't really completely sat into the frontal lobe yet for consideration? What does source want the viewer to know? Judgment. Give it another try. Why is my viewer being encouraged to give it another try? What's the purpose of another try? And I hear, is it Timmy T or who is it? Is it one more try? I didn't know how much I loved you. Okay, let's see. What is the purpose of one more try? Five of Wands in reverse, Seven of Swords. Because they're done battling and they've had some epiphanies. Again, Seven of Swords is part of the divine plan. It's part of the divine plan. I'm hearing even your desire to withdraw was part of the divine plan. There's a divine plan in order. Remember, we did start out with the truth, the yes card of the Ace of Swords, the victory card, and the Lovers, which is a divine union being brought together. Okay. So what is the advice? What course of action what actions should the viewer take? Should they choose to accept this opportunity? What actions? Queen of Wands and Strength in reverse. Let go of control and enjoy the passion, the fire. Let that fire get burning again, but let go of control issues. Stop trying to control the way things unfold, how it has to happen, what exactly has to happen, where it has to take you. But let the passion flow. Get back in the passion of it all. Okay. So show me, what is the grand epiphany? With the word epiphany on the table, why is epiphany here? What is the epiphany? What is the epiphany? What is the epiphany? December 2020, Scorpio energy. Thank you. We have the Empress. Ooh, the Empress. And there's another card here. The Moon in reverse. So the epiphany is that the past is over. It's time to give and receive love. It's harvest time. This is getting what you want, getting what you work for. It's been a long, hard path. So the epiphany on your part is you worked hard for this. You created this through pain, through difficulty. You got to let go of the past. That's your epiphany. You've got to let go of the past. Don't allow the past to disrupt your present. And so that involves learning and forgiveness. Yeah, this was an ego strike for you. I have the Tower at the bottom of the deck right now. So this epiphany was, and that's totally epiphany energy, just so you know. And it's, it's harvest time for you. This is your harvest season. So within the confines of this situation is the opportunity to harvest what you had worked for so long ago and continued to work for, that you had given up on. And they're saying you can't let the past block you from harvesting what you've worked so hard for. So let's see, what is the requirement here? We have the word requirement. Why is requirement here? We have the Nine of Swords. It's going to require you to push past your fears. You're going to have to trust in the vision you were given. Push past some of your fears. So let's see, what is the biggest fear that is at this point been holding the viewer back? Five of Cups in reverse. Fear of loss, fear of being hurt again, fear of sorrow. This is even looking back to the old situations you've been in and saying, I'm tired of loss, tired of the losing, don't want to lose anymore, tired of the pain, tired of the sorrow. Okay, so I'm just going to pull off the off the top of the deck and see what else we have for you. So Emperor in reverse. There's an expansion available. There's growth here, but it hasn't been realized. You're afraid of your own growth. You're afraid of your own growth. Chariot in reverse. Allowing blockages to cause you to bring things to a halt instead of moving forward. 8 of coins below. This is karmic energy. This is a karmic cycle that repeats itself. So they're saying, if you look back at other experiences you had, you can see where you've allowed fears of the same thing happening again to cause you to halt things from progressing before in other situations with other people. The 6 of coins in reverse. Yes, you've given it your all, and you felt that you've overgiven to the situation. 3 of cups in reverse. This is not wanting to reconcile. 10 of cups in reverse, feeling, thinking that this is a union, but it leaves you wanting. It's a union that requires, to be in this union requires that you take care of yourself. So somebody here is feeling the desire to have, somebody who makes things better, somebody who makes them feel better, somebody who makes them feel full or complete or love. Yeah. And so there's this fear of reconciliation. Queen of Cups, because you're all in your emotions. And also you feel like you can see what's coming. You can see what's coming, so you want to avoid a crash. Yes. 8 of Swords in reverse. The other party is viewing you as having broken free. It's like you've broken this connection. Your hopes and fears is Ace of Cups in reverse. 8 of Cups is walking away. Ace of Cups in reverse, your biggest fear is ending up alone with no one in your life. Outcome energy, 2 of Wands. I feel like there is a need to, this is all leading you to making a different choice. You know you want partnership, you know you want to work with somebody, but you got to get out of your comfort zone. And it's like the universe is pushing you to get out of your comfort zone. What does that look like? It looks like the 4 of Coins and the Knight of Swords in reverse. This is about clearing out negative energies that you've been holding on to in your own heart. We also have the 7 of Cups and the Devil in reverse. So when you choose to do this, it'll open up opportunities for you because you won't be stuck in your same habitual old patterns. Okay. Past energy, Knave of Swords, you were asking for something. You were looking for something. Present energy, High Priestess, you're receiving it. You're being shown it. It's coming in. And Spirit is showing you exactly what it is. And Spirit holds that frequency to draw you towards it, to magnetize you towards it. Hidden blessing here, the 6 of Wands in reverse. The hidden blessing is when things haven't worked out. As a matter of fact, it gives you a chance to revise what your desires are, what your needs are, and actually to look at what energy you've been holding on to that's keeping you out of the experience that you actually choosing to have or desiring to have for yourself. And what I'm hearing for you is wanting will create more wanting. So as you sit and you say, I want this, I want that, I want that, wanting is only going to lead to more wanting. So even though it may feel like a lie and it may feel very funny or difficult or uncomfortable in the beginning, there is a need to speak what you have. I have. And Taurus is your opposite on the zodiac wheel. And if you would embrace some of the qualities of the Taurus, and the number one thing is the affirmation of the Taurus, which is I have. I have. What do you have? By having, you will have more having. And you can use your imagination, imagination to embrace the having. And that will create a frequency the universe will respond to. The big challenge in this is the 4 of Cups, is not to become complacent and look at every opportunity as one that's going to be disappointing to you. And external influence is the King of Coins. That's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. Somebody who wants to offer a real, tangible beginning with you, somebody who wants long-term, somebody who's stable, somebody who's built up, broke down, and built up again, somebody who is honest, reliable, trustworthy, somebody who thinks ahead for the long term. They don't make short-term goals. They don't make decisions erratically or sporadically. Their decisions are not calculated, but well thought out. Thank you. And advice is the 9 of Coins, but it did show up in reverse. You can choose to be alone if you want to, but there is an advice here that the work that you need to do is within the confines of a partnership. So partnership is definitely on the board with you, especially when we think about that Two of Wands right here that was as your outcome. Partnership is ideal for you. If you have a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn person, this is the ideal partner for you. And part of the reason why is because any triggers that you're holding onto can be dealt with within the confines of a loving connection. Okay, where there will be learning and forgiveness in this connection. Outcome energy here is the 10 of coins. That's generational wealth. That's the happy family, the house, the home. That's two people who fall in love, who are so much in love with one another that it opens up the heavens. The ethers begin to formulate into manifestations that are everything you could dream of for yourself. So what everybody knows in this is the Four of Swords, meditation and thinking about it. Let me have a night to think about it. We know that you've been through some hard times. Everybody knows on both sides that you've been through some hard times and you just want some peace. Okay, what you know that they don't know. Death card in reverse. Oh, you've got a feeling that this situation isn't over. Even though you're afraid of it, and you want to run from it, you still have the feeling that this isn't over. And also, double meaning here, because you are Scorpio, is saying death in reverse. You know that you've got to dig deep on your own issues. Even if you haven't mentioned it to the other person or other people, you have a knowing that you've got to dig deep on your own issues from your past. And you, with this moon card here, you know, that's that whole not letting your past hold you back from the blessings that you have to harvest now. Yeah. And so you know that some of the reasons that you're having fear of going into this situation definitely goes back to your past, to things that have gone, but they haven't fully processed. What they know that you don't know is the Nine of Wands. This person is determined. This person says, I've been through enough. I've lost enough. I've learned a lot from this connection. I don't want to let it go. I want to move forward. What the universe wants you both to know, but haven't figured out yet, is justice is in reverse. So there is this justice in reverse. This is about spiritual justice. This is about karmic justice. And the old karma has cleared, okay? The old karma has cleared. The old energies are not in this. So the past energy here, Five of Swords in reverse. This was walking away, a separation that happened because there was a complete agree to disagree. And since we can't meet eye to eye, we can't see eye to eye, let's just separate, okay? And so it felt very much like a loss, and it was painful. Shot to the heart, and you're to blame, baby. You give love a bad name, okay? Present energy is Seven of Coins, is waiting for your harvest to come in and continuing to tend to your own garden. So that's good, considering that death card in reverse here, saying that you know that these things go back to your own childhood. They go back to your past experiences in relationships, or the experiences that you observed as a child in other relationships. Unfolding for you is the Knave of Wands. This is open for a new adventure, being ready to do things in a new way. Yeah. The other person in the past energy, King of Cups. The other person actually was very ready to come in and give love. Yeah. Very ready to come in and give love. And they saw the pain in you and they wanted to love you anyways. Present energy, Two of Coins in reverse. They're feeling like the differences are irreconcilable, feeling like you won't accept them back, feeling like the separation is permanent. Unfolding energy, the Two of Cups. When you get ready to take this new way, this new experience, go on a new adventure in love, in life, and you're ready to stretch yourself, this person will be ready to receive you in. There will be forgiveness. There's a mutual feeling here, reciprocation, seeing one another through the eyes of love. Okay. Let's look at the connection. Let's look at the connection. Okay. Three of Wands in reverse. At this point in time, there is no expectations over it. So what happens when you drop all expectations and you let go of the situation? I feel like, again, there's a bit of a separation between you, whether that's literal, physical, emotional, intellectual, spiritual, or a lack of communication altogether. What's happening is you're dropping all resistance. So in no expectation, there is no resistance as well. So as a result, what's happening in this connection? Six of Cups in reverse, going back to the past. There's a going back to the past, but in a different energy, returning in a different energy. Overall outcome for this connection, the Ten of Swords is in reverse. Everything is okay. It's not as bad as it looks like. It's not over. It is not over, because the Page of Cups, this is exactly what you asked for. This is what you wanted. King of Swords in reverse, you're afraid of it. There's some fear of the things that you're learning from it. It triggers you. It triggers you because you're learning a lot of things. Let me see more on this King of Swords in reverse. Is the Seven of Wands. But those things are going to persist with you. Those things that you're realizing will persist with you until you face them. Again, so let's look some more advice for you. Five of Coins in reverse. This has to do with codependency issues and your need to process those and heal those. Also, abandonment issues. So I feel like part of the reason why you've cut and run in this connection is because, cut and run before they leave you. If you can leave them first, your ego is less damaged. Also, there's this false idea I'm hearing it's a farce idea that it's less painful if you leave first. Yeah, right. King of Wands in reverse. So you're not taking any action. Show me more about this King of Wands in reverse. Ace of Coins in reverse. You haven't been taking a fresh start. You're not taking your new opportunity because of the idea of abandonment and loss. And maybe you feel like on some level, maybe you feel like you're not enough, feeling like you're not good enough, or maybe you feel like they're not enough or they're not good enough. If anybody dealt with some abuse and physical abuse, battering, you will not be going back to that situation ever, and we are not recommending that you do. This has to do, the ones who are going back to a situation because it was basically differences in upbringing, maybe religious differences, differences in belief, and differences in some lifestyle differences, personal choice differences that were creating this division. Okay, so what else do you want to say? Hermit in reverse. Yes, you've gone into your spirit, and you know that this whole journey has led you to this point for a reason. And even though you know that everything happens for a reason, you haven't been wanting to face the reality of what the reason is for this connection. And so there's advice here that you go ahead and do that. The world is in reverse. It's not over yet. And in your spirit, you've known it somewhere, but you keep trying to deny it and saying, oh no, this is over. Yeah, no, it's not over. Okay, Knave of Coins is in reverse. And so there'll be, what I'm getting is anywhere you try to go somewhere new, there will be no new. As a matter of fact, what you'll keep finding is the same thing over and over again until you complete this cycle. So you can move on to another person if you choose, but you're starting the lesson all over again because you're starting with a fresh person, fresh perspective. And if there was learning and forgiveness in this connection, then you would wish that you had gone back to this one rather than the other. The Nine of Cups, this is overall. This is about emotional stability for yourself. What will help you to have that emotional stability for yourself? First one, we start out with the Ace of Cups over here. Okay, but there it was saying you didn't want to be alone. So again, there's a need to address abandonment issues. The Ace of Wands, taking your power and choosing for yourself that, it's not up to somebody else to make me happy, make me feel better. This is something I have to do for myself. And taking that trigger and allowing yourself to do the spiritual work that you're being inspired to do. The Six of Swords, this is about giving yourself peace and ease and flow in your emotional connections. This is about making peace with pains that you've held on to before. And not, again, there's the idea of not restricting the energy by deciding what it must be and putting all these necessary outcomes on it, because that creates blockages and restrictions, again, because you have let go of all necessary determinations as you made of what it must be, and you just really let the energy glow. It's actually moving into an easier flow state is what I'm getting. Tower in reverse, you've already received your epiphany. Let it work for you. Your spirit is saying this is going to be a lot of happiness in this for you, but you've got to be willing to find that within yourself. Okay, What will help you find that happiness within yourself? Oh, the Three of Swords. You've got to go into the pain. You've got to go, where is the pain at? The pain isn't disappearing by you're trying to ignore it. It's just not working. So you're going to have to process the truth that hurts, and it hurts like a bee, but it's going to eventually set you free and allow you to be in love, in connections, have open, honest relationships and heartfelt expressions of love, and receive love and forgive. And there's also the energy here of, if you're not willing to forgive them, there's somewhere in you, something in you where you're holding on to energy where you're not willing to forgive yourself. This is why it's important for you to go into this. So whether the people that you need forgiveness for are here or not, there's a need to process those pains, the truths that hurt like a bee, but set you free so you can be. So that way you can move into this more open energy, forgiving energy. The Eight of Cups shows up for you in reverse. It's not in running away. You cannot run from this lesson. It will stay with you until you catch it. The Three of Coins upright, saying use it to build yourself up. It will work. Knight of Coins, because you gotta, it will stick with you. Again, this lesson is going to stick with you. Persistence, perseverance, victory is assured if you continue to really be able to try to build yourself up in this energy, what you're learning, looking at these lessons that are coming to you through your interactions with this other one. The Star in reverse, where there's hopelessness, it'll be replaced when you make this decision. So somebody is feeling some energy of hopelessness, and that is the entire deck. We just did a whole 78 card reading for you. But when you make this decision that you haven't wanted to, it's like fate is going to force it. At some point, fate forces you to choose to look at what you have been refusing to see within your own energy that will allow you to have these connections. And so if you want me, there is no amount of time or space that will be able to keep you from me. Since I want you, nothing can keep me from you. I feel that this is a very strong connection. Maybe you lived with this person. Maybe you've been married to this person. The energy got very intense and there was a break, right? But you're seeing what's required. Spirit is showing you through epiphanies, it's time to face up, ante up, face who you are, where you come from, why you're holding these energies. There's time for some real learning and forgiveness. So these are the messages I have for you. Trust it. When they're meant for you, they found you. And so I look forward to reading your comments in the comment section. And thank you for giving this video a thumbs up. And definitely look below the video for more information. For anybody who is offering donation of your energy or your finances to this channel, we thank you, thank you, thank you. And for all of you who have donated your time and watching this offering, thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next time, sending you the energies of love and peace and happiness. Laters. Try.